How's it going, guys? It's Mr. Lone Wolf, and today I've got a new camo for you on the Auger. You unlock it at level 75 in the black market, and it's called ZX7000. I think it looks pretty good, to be honest, but I don't really like the Auger. So like I say, this is what it looks like. There's a little video they did with it. I know it's not steampunk, but it kind of reminds me of that sort of thing. So if you go into a class setup, again it's the Auger. If you go onto camouflage, press L1, go down to Mastercraft, and it's there. So you can only have this camo on the Auger. It's not like a reactive camo that you can put on other weapons. So at the start of the game, that's what it looks like. It's got some little moving pistons on it, but it's pretty normal. Once you get 5 kills, all the little tubes and pipes going down, it starts glowing. And then when you get to 10 kills, it's got like a lightning, electricity sort of thing going through it, which, like I say, I think it looks pretty cool, but I've just never liked the Auger. I think it's a completely overpowered weapon, but and I don't really like using overpowered weapons, so
Team deathmatch.
In the end, to be honest, I just played a game against bots, because I tried it actually in normal games, and after a minute or so I was just like, fuck it, I'll get the sniper back out. So this is why I think the Auger is overpowered. There's not really any punishment or downside to missing. As you can see, there's absolutely no recoil whatsoever. That's what it looks like after 5.
Care package available for tasking.
Yeah, there's absolutely no recoil, and you can basically just spam fire it, kind of flicking it across people, and it kills them pretty rapid. I know in theory that is what you do with assault rifles, but assault rifles seem to suffer from recoil a lot more. Whereas these, particularly because of the recoil, especially when people camp with them, that's why I just think they're overpowered. If people are sitting crouching behind a barrel, it's pretty unstoppable. But anyway, that's after 10 kills. I was just going in the dark to let it show up. You'll see as well, when you actually kill people, there's a slight red glow to the gun as well, but it doesn't say anything about that. But you see now, as I've died, there's the weapon back to normal, and it's got the electricity going through it and stuff.
Targets destroyed.
But again, if you pay a close attention to, like, just in front of the scope, you'll see where it all sort of has like a red tint to it. I think the scope looks pretty cool as well. It's got like sort of lights glowing inside it. So yeah, I like it, but I just really don't like the Auger. I'm not used to sort of spam firing a weapon like that, but I also don't really want to get used to it, because I've never been a big fan of it. I'll take the sniper and tomahawks over it any day. But that said, obviously, if you want a weapon that's pretty damn strong, I would say the Auger's definitely up there. Like there, obviously I hit them all pretty smoothly, but yeah, there's just no punishment. There's no risk to missing. If you miss, you just keep spam firing and moving it towards them, and it's in a one-on-one gunfight at the same time, there's not really a lot that beats it. Bearing in mind as well, I don't think I had the best setup on this rifle. I think, particularly if you have both high calibers on, so it does more headshot damage. Like there, I missed the tomahawk, but it just chews for all 3 of them. There's no real effort or anything. Yeah, if you have double high caliber on and you go for headshots, it seems to kill people in one headshot, which obviously that near enough makes it as powerful as a sniper for something that you can spam fire and get 20 rounds off in no time. And if you look as well how quick it reloads, there's you can sort of jump in the air and reload it in the time it takes to reload it, and then by the time you land on your feet, you're good to go. Obviously with colliding and stuff, once you have to reload, if there's people basically on top of you trying to kill you, you're pretty screwed. reminds me a little bit like a sort of bigger, meatier version of the Mozu. I think the Mozu is ridiculously overpowered as well. That's one that you can just, as long as you have a couple of games and get used to it. Like I say, I really don't like the Auger or use it, so it's I'm not that good with it. I'm not accurate in the way that I'm kind of used to using a weapon, but I suppose the shotgun's a little bit similar, that you can just spam it at people, but obviously that has a very limited damage range, whereas this thing can cross-map people no problem. Because there's absolutely no recoil, you can cross-map people and just keep spamming the fire button, and you don't have to really be accurate. And yeah, if you get the double high caliber and you can do headshots with one shot, then if I was to aim down there, like, you're soon going to get used to head height for people. Like with the sniper rifle, I tend to, I suppose, really aim for upper body, because a lot of the time it's not really worth trying to go for a headshot when you can just hit the upper body and get a one-shot kill. But obviously that's bolt action sniper rifle that holds 6 bullets per magazine. With this, if you camp in the certain areas and just aim it down kind of channels that people get herded into, then yeah, you could very easily spam fire it and kill like the whole team, no problem really. They got me in the end. I think I got about 57 kills in a row or something. I think they're on, I can't actually remember, they're either on regular or recruit. So I wish they'd done it as a reactive camo, so you could actually put it on all the other weapons, but I suppose because it's got all the pipes and stuff down it, it does actually change like the look of the weapon itself rather than just the colour of the camo. And bloody tracer systems as well. They like to ruin my tomahawks. I never like it. I'm pretty shit if I pick people's snipers up when they've got a reflex scope on. But that's another thing that I think can be a bit of an advantage if you actually took the time to get used to it, putting a reflex scope or a holographic scope on a sniper. I think because it's more zoomed out, like the red dot in the middle can end up being quite big when you zoomed in from someone quite far away, and you don't have to be that accurate as long as it roughly hits the middle where the red dot is. It gets them, whereas with a sniper, because it zooms in and it's got an absolute like hair thin crosshair, it's unless you're absolutely accurate, then it's no use. I think at this point I thought, fuck it, I'll start using my tomahawk to treat myself before I get to the end. But yeah, that's it for the Auger. Like I say, it's called the ZX7000 Mastercraft camo, so you have to go to the Mastercraft bit to find it. And it's unlocked at level 75 on the black market, so it's something you don't have to pay for.
Nice work, Black Ops.
Unlike that new hammer they've added that's a fucking rip-off, it's about 20 quid or something ridiculous. But certainly if you like the Auger, I'd definitely say this is worth grinding to get, because it is a pretty nice camo. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed, I hope this helps. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon.